Hi there. I don't know about this talking to the camera thing. Clearly, I'm not as comfortable with this as I am writing. But I've had some encouragement lately to just talk, so I keep trying. We'll see. I like the written journals, guys. I'm used to them. But I have a sneaking suspicion that's mind talking, and if that's the case, I I guess I'm ready to let them go. I don't know. Anyway, um, I just received a kind of an interesting challenge. Somebody wanted me to sum up my message or my vision in one sentence. Yeah, uh-huh. I mean, as if words can hold this stuff anyway. My hope is to gather you guys up in heart. We're all one in there. And if I can just herd you in there, guide you far enough away from the mind that you can step into your heart. Or, maybe right brain also does the trick. Just out of the linear. No, no, no. It's got to be out of thought altogether. You cannot ride thought into your heart. It doesn't take you there. That train stops at the door to your heart. That's why I say you have to check your mind on the way in to heart. Check your mind at the door. It's not going in with you. And if you find yourself in mind, well, there's a lot of ways you can tell when you've been kicked out of heart. Uh, what's my message? Leave mind behind, enter heart. The kingdom is within. I want to just be a clear enough conduit for sufficient light to flow through that it touches people. Because everyone has this kingdom within. All the light bearers. I mean, there are a few soulless beings walking around, I'll admit. We've got some of these robotized things. The government, and their secret projects. They just won't give up and die and say uncle or whatever it is. They could come into the light too. It's never too late. People get lost and go the wrong way, but there's no condemnation in heart. There's none of that. When we go through really difficult, challenging embodiments, this is no. A lot of people think, oh, I have this terrible karma and things always go wrong for me and I must be, some kind of a creep or something. I don't know the crazy things that we get into. Beings under the most challenging of circumstances can often and easily be some of the ones with the greatest light on the planet. They're the only ones that can come in and do that and not totally lose it. There are other beings that come in that volunteer for a life so full of challenges like that to carry the burden for their brethren. Because when your load is lighter, it's easier for you to see and to find truth and to recognize it when it presents itself to you. It's like being in this body. It goes through an awful lot of pain sometimes. And when I'm in the worst of that, I'm not so functional, It's just not so easy to, oh, no. I'm not saying I'm one of these bodhisattva type people, you know. I'm not making any claims to anything. I am a regular Jane. That's a big part of my message too. If teaching comes through, that's great, but that's not me. That's the light, and all of us can be a conduit for light. We're coming together now. We're putting it all together. We've had so many lifetimes, and not just on this planet either. I mean, come on, folks. A lot of us here right now are really and truly ancient, um, older than the planets and the suns, some of us. And look at how you respect your grandmother, your grandfather, your elders, or yourself. Okay, this body is I'm going to be, it will be 58 in December. And I used to really admire the wisdom of my elders. I've always respected my elders, and I still do. But I realized somewhere along about my 40s that, oh my God, it's not so much wisdom as it is just experience. You've just been there and done that, and you've had the flyback from that. You've had the consequences of it. You've walked it, and so you know. So what's wisdom? I don't know. I don't know is would have to be one of my main mottos. I love it because it opens you up. It opens me up for the wisdom of cosmos to flow. Divinity can come in and fill the I don't know cup. We've got to empty the self out of all that it's been filled up with. And mind is a cacophony of voices. It's all full. It's always full, and yet it's never satisfied. It always wants more, needs more, thinks it doesn't know enough, doesn't have enough, doesn't understand enough. And that's all hogwash. And there's no way to fix it. You can't patch that up. You can't ride that horse to town. It's not going to get you there. We just have to let it go. And so that